meus amigos, como vai? Tudo bem? Aqui quem fala é o Cubo, retornando com mais uma gameplay de Final Fantasy XVI. Estamos aqui e, como eu tinha falado no vídeo anterior, vamos fazer uma missãozinha secundária. Antes da missão principal.
Take a sniff, good soul. Now, they'll be gone just like that, and without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Vamos achar ele.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Vamos priorizar. Tá mais rápido, eu fiz uma viagem rápida pra cá, né? Tem uma pessoa ali na frente. Nossa, nossa vida tá baixa, né? Nem tinha me ligado nisso. Cara, eu tô achando que esse cara aqui era bandido. Que tinha de missão. Vamos matar. Esse projeto aqui foi Cavaleiro das Lâminas, ranking A.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
Nossa!
Help me, boy. I needed that. That's better.
Gastei a toa. Meio enferrujado, né? Que é a semana sem poder jogar. Ui, ferrou. Esperar a nossa vida aqui um pouco, né?
me, boy.
Vamos lá, tá quase. Vamos ver se acaba com esse golpe, né? Já era. Mais uma ameaça notória. Subir de nível. Subir de nível. Ótimo.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Vamos lá. Três presas afiadas. Destino à missão próxima. Pra cá então. Ali. O cara tá brisando aqui do nada, cara.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? I'm certainly not a baker. Master must rue the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
E agora? Não se expresse.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you missed the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
Foi mais fácil do que imaginei.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Nossa. Vamos viajar pra cá de volta. Oh, very.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be drunk. Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steeple peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the fang without her crater? Why, no fang at all. And look, inside, she's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Conseguimos completar a missão. Missão concluída. Fermentando humores. Antes da gente continuar, eu vou comprar uns itens. Acabei torrando muito ótimo na última luta. Isso, é bem aqui com você.
Anything I can interest you in?
Lento para relâmpago. Poção, vou comprar duas.
An excellent choice.
Não tinha nenhuma super poção. Vou
My
comprar
thanks.
3. O Elixir eu tenho vontade de comprar, mas cara, 10 mil eu acho muito caro.
Go with Gilbert.
Ok, por aqui não tem mais missão secundária, então vamos para a missão principal.
I'm telling you, it's gone.
Daí depois a gente vai pra...
constables test you properly before they gave you that brand. Wish that I could file suit again.
Consigo... não. Essa moça...
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Ok. Conversamos com a senhorinha sonhadora.
1,000 gil for a
Okay.
year's
E achar uma saída
Won't you
aqui.
come and play, handsome?
É, tem que ir por lá mesmo.
Plates and pots!
Now,
Early and dark.
Dusan, I know you.
Yes, my carpets have pride of place in.
Por aqui.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav? Good girl.
Mas tá do lado. E aí, Gav?
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of the stuff lying about just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
É, vamos por aqui mesmo.
This is stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Fazer um carinhozinho no Torgal. Ou no caso, um biscoitinho. 5 poeiras. 2. 3. 4. Será que é aqui em cima? Cadê a última? Ué. Tô quase saindo da missão. Aqui.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Vamos conversar então, Gav. O que tá rolando? Abre o coração pra nós.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
Acabou a conversa.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Que essa foi uma das missões mais tranquilas também. A gente já enfrentou. A gente já fez. Tá, a gente já fez muita coisa pra cá. Vamos nos direcionar pra cá. Pra cair no mapa mundi. A gente vai fazer outra missão secundária que tinha. Pra cá. Tá fácil.
Good day to you.
Good day.
The crystals we get from
Uma coisa pra
What can I
vender.
interest you in today?
Sou da arte da guerra.
You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Hey, Quentin.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Claro.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Priorizar a missão.
Hello, Sid.
Right.
Hello.
Let's see what the people of the village have to say.
Volta.
I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Vou subir aqui primeiro.
Word is the Black Shield's
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
Um atrás dos outros.
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Está o último.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Em cima. vista.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something.
Nossa, voz
Sound
de
of scraping metal, like
uma
someone
senhora
sharpening
velha.
a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Ok. Temos uma pista e é por aqui mesmo.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Chegando.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Acabar com os magos aqui. Ok. Inimigos derrotados.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Volta. Hey, voltei, amigo.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did, in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
O cara vai pra guerra mesmo, hein? Missão concluída. Eu achei que a gente ia se meter.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Bom, acho que pra cá a gente não vai achar mais nada. Tem alguma missão de caça que era pra fazer pra cá? Deixa eu ver. Dalméquia e Dalméquia. Tem uma loja que tem algum item diferente ali. Deixa eu só ver o que tem.
Do you see anything you like?
Tá.
I'll be here if you
Nada
need
diferente.
me.
Achei que ia ter. Fui iludido. Tá bom. Vamos pra cá. Eu ainda acho que talvez tenha uma missão secundária de volta daquela parte do Quinch. Posso estar bem errado, mas acho que não. Tem que ir pra cá de volta, vamos lá.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Cheguei.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You know, it beats sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Missão concluída. Soltando vapor.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Ok, gente, valeu. Vamos falar com a Mid. Depois a gente vai pras caças.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's the name? Right.
Vamos falar com a fulana. Helena, engenheira.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop that. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Ok.
I think Mick might need some help tidying up that.
When it comes to boyish charm, Goops has an indomitable rival in Gav. One is the sweet little babe in arms.
Bem louquinha. Que desirê.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts?
Concha molusco, rosas do deserto. Muitos dizem que querem mudar o mundo, mas poucos se esforçam para realmente mudá-lo. Você é uma inspiração para todos nós, um patrono anônimo.
Here you are. All done?
Deixa eu ver como que tá a situação aqui. Os insetos, Gilmalk. Esse rompedor de mundos. Vamos lá para o mapa principal. A gente faz essa caçada, essas duas caçadas. A gente vai para parte do motor do leme, né?
Welcome home, Sid. Didn't know you had that many teeth.
This had better be the lot.
Mapa mundi. Como é que é essa região, né? Eu acho que é. Se não estou muito enganado. Opa! Tá. Lajebre. Não tô achando aqui. O Gatic. Achando que eu não cheguei nessa parte do jogo ainda. Não tem nada a ver com isso. É um casebre vazio. Será que pode ser aqui nessa parte? Ceratina? Vou tentar ir lá, só pra te sair da dúvida. Mas se bem que do último vídeo eu tinha ido pra essa região e não tinha nada. Mas vamos ver. Vai.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. No need to ride from here.
Tô achando que... Me tacou? Cachorro safado? Tem nada a ver com esse lugar. Bom, paciência. Vamos então para a missão principal. Não tem nada a ver com essa parte ali. Bom, vamos lá.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
O que tá rolando aqui, gente? Vamos ter que ir a pé, pelo menos um pouco.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Acho que é isso mesmo. Isso é muito bom se tivesse a opção de correr mais rápido.
Come on.
Faster!
Vamos em frente. Ignorar umas lutinhas desnecessárias. Tá, já que o negócio veio até aqui atrás da gente. E aí, senhorita engenheira?
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Vamos lá. Aqui a gente vai encarar o guardião.
Anybody home?
Latido.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Esses bichos que ficam com esses poderzinhos. Já era.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Missão concluída. Soltando vapor 2. A duração do torno de combustão em 10 segundos. Vamos voltar. Confirmar, não tem nada mesmo para cada das missões que eu ia fazer, né? Não. Sei lá o que rolou. Voltar para o esconderijo. Vou falar com a Mid. Tô meio devagar hoje, gente. Não vou nem mentir pra vocês, tô com sono que só vendo. Não que eu esteja achando a história chata, mas é que eu tô cansado mesmo por ter trabalhado hoje, a semana toda. triste, a gente só tem tempo nos finais de semana pra se divertir, gravar. Males da vida adulta.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Vamos lá. Seu Apócritas. Tá mais fácil por onde? Por aqui mesmo.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures.
Cara, devia ter opção de deixar a gente correr mais rápido também nessas áreas. Só pra fazer um item?
Back, are ya? So, will it be?
Não. Tem que ir pra esse Electron ainda.
And?
Thanks to Sid, the man.
Harpocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Projeto de blindagem térmica.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, Perhaps Bardolph and Obolus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Ok. Ou não ok ainda.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Priorizar a missão.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Justinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Cara, eu vou com a Jill mesmo.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Talvez devesse ter escolhido ela também, viu? À tarde. Depois de ter visto como que era. Mas enfim, não me arrependo.
Welcome home, Sid. Didn't know you had that many.
This had better be the lot.
Vamos pra cá.
Now, where's Jill?
What is Joe?
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally spread.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Aqui está.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Vamos pra cá então.
You'll not find a bruised. Fresh cuts. Come and get them before they're gone.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. I trust it's all here. Keep fighting the good fight.
Compramos o alho. Vamos atrás do pépio, castanhas.
Buy, sell, or be gone. If that's what you want.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Alho, castanhas. Yeah, achou o ovo branco de chocobo.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Ok, mais momento bate-papo. Piquenique.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread.
E o Turgle tá mais interessado nessa cesta aí do que
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You're right.
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
não rola nem um beijinho, gente. Um abraço que seja.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Tá bom. Também que as missões estão bem tranquilas, sabe? A parte mais difícil, vamos assim dizer, dessa parte foi a segunda missão. De enfrentar aquele monstro. E mesmo assim ele não foi tão pior quanto aquele monstro de ranking C que te encarou.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
De nada. Acho que escolhi
It
certo.
appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Missão concluída. Soltando vapor, parte 3. Essa seria a parte final, hein?
I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Vamos lá atrás da mid.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Pra cá.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Boca da parafuseta.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Será que tinha ganhar barco novo? Algum tempo depois. Tá focando. Ah, essas aqui são as peças?
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
Só faltam 3.
Sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Não te contar. E agora, Mid?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ela é filha do Cid mesmo.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Esse é o Otto.
Right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Sério?
I might still be able to catch her.
Tipo, ela fugiu, cara? Sério?
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
E barqueiro?
Obelus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
Pedido de ajuda. Meu querido sobrinho, minha jornada para Canver foi um completo sucesso. Um amigo que eu havia mencionado não apenas concordou em compartilhar o conteúdo da caixa forte dele conosco, como também os acontecimentos das cidades livres. E assim eu soube dos esforços de uma certa jovem amiga sua. Embora acredite que o projeto da senhorita Taylor seja valioso em Enterprise, devido que as autoridades calverianas aceitem gentilmente o uso não autorizado de seus estaleiros, não importa o quão desertos estejam. E se o boato já chegou ao meu amigo, pode ser que não demore muito para que os mestres das guildas batam em nossa porta. E por isso que lhe escrevo esse bilhete. Gostaria de ver emprestado do seu amigo Gav por uma ou duas luas, para que ele possa ficar de olho naqueles que podem fazer mal à nossa pequena irmandade, e nos avisar de qualquer ataque iminente. Espero que você considere essa proposta. Seu querido tio Jaron? Sei lá, não tô colhendo o cara ainda.
Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Que a gente não consegue nem acessar, mas viu que parecia uma missão especial. Tem uma cruzinha agora ali. O legado de Cid. O antigo esconderijo? A gente vai? Tormenta Central.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Olha só. Bastante gente veio ali.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance. You're letting me go with them? Thanks, man. Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
Be lucky.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Oh.
Fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Cada em seu caminho.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Tá. Temos a missão principal, mas eu vou para o esconderijo para fazer essa missãozinha aqui. Onde que é? Tá indo reto. À esquerda tem uma carta. É isso mesmo, né? Tem uma carta que é uma missão secundária e aqui tem a outra. Tá, vamos fazer o seguinte, vamos primeiro nessa outra missão que tem o maisinho. Depois a gente vai na da carta.
Wish I could take one of our birds.
Presumo que seja aqui embaixo.
Well, nice. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Vou priorizar. Deve ser ranquear, hein? Quase tudo foi atualizado.
I think Mid might need some help.
Ei, Cupo. Lá sobre bomba. Quer ser bomba Rex? Cupo, se quiser tem um anúncio, pode ser do seu interesse. Bomba rompe maldição, a caminho peregrina. Perseguição imperial tomou o caminho errado e foi para uma floresta próxima, onde encontrou as ruínas de uma aeronave dos decaídos. Dentro, uma fera que aparentava ser uma grande bola de fogo o perseguiu e a fez sair correndo gritando. A soldada posteriormente identificou a criatura como o almanaque dos ecos, mas insistiu que a bomba que ela viu tinha 10 vezes o tamanho da que estava retratada. Moringa. Deixa eu anotar aqui. Moringa. Sobre que tá. Tá.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
We need to find a way into Drake's tail.
Welcome home, Sid. Didn't know you had that many.
Mapa monge. Putz, pior que eu não consigo acessar nada. Até aí na missão principal, serião. Serião, gente. Tá. Então vamos pra cá, né? Fazer o quê? Vocês viram, eu juro que eu ia ir lá. Mas o jogo não permite. Não, Mequia Oriental. adiante.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And
Controle da missão secundária.
will help too. Didn't you, boy?
Deixa eu ver se a gente consegue salvar aqui, cara. Consigo. Gente, eu vou fazer o seguinte, eu vou salvar por aqui. Tô meio cansadão. Do jeito que eu tô jogando aqui, não vou prestar, não vai dar boa. Vou acabar um pouco antes dessa gameplay por causa disso. Mas no próximo vídeo vamos fazer essa missão secundária, vamos para essa parte principal. Vamos ver o que vai rolar. Tem muita coisa para fazer ainda, mas aos pouquinhos a gente vai fazendo. Peço que vocês estiverem curtindo essa série do Final Fantasy XVI, que deixem o like de vocês, que se inscrevam aqui no canal. Tem muita coisa para fazer ainda, o que é bom. Espero que vocês também aprovem isso. Vou deixar passando as mídias sociais aqui no vídeo, então peço que vocês deixem o like, que se inscrevam no canal e que, se for possível, que se inscrevam, né, nos canais, nas mídias sociais. No sobre do vídeo também tem o link direto. Beleza, gente? Muito obrigado, valeu, falou, até mais. Tchau, tchau, meus amigos. Obrigado.